In the heart of the Pacific, where Asia meets the ocean, lies the Philippines, a nation of dazzling contrasts and deep complexities. Join me as we uncover 20 mind-blowing facts about this remarkable country, from ancient traditions to modern marvels. The Philippines, a nation of islands, is also the largest exporter of brides in Asia. This phenomenon is deeply rooted in the nation's history and socio-economic landscape. It's a complex situation, a phenomenon shaped by economic necessity, the allure of opportunity, and increasingly, global connections facilitated by the internet. Each year, thousands of Filipinas embark on journeys far from their homeland, leaving to marry foreigners and build new lives across the globe. These women are often seeking better opportunities, not just for themselves, but also with the hope of supporting their families back home, sending remittances that become a lifeline. This migration has profoundly transformed local economies, injecting much-needed capital into communities and altering traditional family structures. It has also created a global marketplace, a digital space where hope and vulnerability intersect, where dreams are pursued and risks are taken. These women are not passive figures in this global exchange. They are active agents in their own destinies. They are resourceful individuals, navigating cultural barriers, overcoming loneliness, and striving for a better future for themselves and their loved ones. Their stories offer a deeply personal perspective on the complexities of globalization, revealing the human cost and the enduring power of connection. It's a narrative woven with threads of sacrifice, resilience in the face of adversity, and the enduring strength of family bonds that transcend borders. Deep in Manila lies Tondo, one of the world's most densely populated districts. Amidst poverty and hardship, over 850,000 people create a vibrant, resilient community. Life is lived in public. Neighbors share resources, children play in alleyways, and small businesses thrive. Despite immense challenges, hope and ingenuity flourish here. Tondo is a testament to the human spirit's ability to find joy and connection in the toughest circumstances. In Sagada's misty mountains, the Igorot people practice a unique burial tradition, hanging coffins on limestone cliffs. This ancient ritual brings the dead closer to the heavens, blending spiritual beliefs with practical needs. Coffins are often carved by the elderly themselves, and the community unites in a final act of love. Though less common today, these hanging coffins remain a powerful symbol of cultural endurance and spiritual connection. Hidden in the forests of Bohol and Mindanao is the Philippine tarsier, the world's smallest primate. Its enormous eyes, fixed in its tiny face, are perfectly adapted for nocturnal life. The tarsier can rotate its head 180 degrees and leap vast distances, but it's incredibly sensitive to stress. Mishandling can be fatal, making conservation a delicate challenge. The tarsier is a fragile symbol of the Philippines' unique biodiversity. Welcome to Manila North Cemetery, one of the oldest and largest cemeteries in Metro Manila. A sprawling city of the dead, it holds stories far beyond those etched in stone. Here, the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, as the two worlds intertwine in a unique and often unsettling way. Hundreds of families, seeking refuge and opportunity, have made their homes among the mausoleums and tombs, creating a vibrant, if unconventional community. Driven by the harsh realities of poverty and a persistent housing crisis in the city, they've sought shelter within these walls. Over time, residents have not only survived, but have also built a functioning and surprisingly resilient community within the confines of the cemetery. Many act as caretakers, tending to the graves and mausoleums of those who have passed. Others run small businesses, selling food, drinks, and other necessities to both residents and visitors. And remarkably, children are raised amidst the graves, their laughter and games echoing through the silent city. This surreal existence poignantly highlights both the ongoing struggle for survival in the face of immense challenges. It also showcases the incredible adaptability and unwavering spirit of people who find ways to thrive, even in the most unlikely and challenging circumstances. The cemetery, in essence, has become a city within a city, a world apart yet intrinsically connected to the bustling metropolis that surrounds it. It's a place where life tenaciously persists, defying expectations and blossoming in the most unexpected of places. The Philippines is a nation of islands now officially counted at 7,641, nearly 500 more than once believed. This geographic fragmentation creates immense diversity and logistical challenges. Each island has its own dialects, cultures, and traditions shaped by centuries of isolation. The sea connects and divides, fostering a culture of seafaring and resilience. The archipelago's splintered landscape is central to the Filipino identity. The Philippines sits at the heart of the Coral Triangle, the global epicenter of marine biodiversity. Home to 76% of the world's coral species and over 2,000 reef fish, its waters teem with life. These reefs protect coastlines and support millions through fishing and tourism, but climate change and pollution threaten this underwater paradise. Protecting these reefs is vital, not just for the Philippines, but for the planet. The Philippines is one of the world's mega-diverse countries with astonishing rates of endemism. Over half its terrestrial wildlife is found nowhere else, from the majestic Philippine eagle to the tiny tarsier. Each island acts as a laboratory for evolution, but this also means unique species are highly vulnerable. Deforestation and habitat loss threaten these irreplaceable creatures. The archipelago is a living museum of evolution, demanding urgent protection. The Philippines sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire and the world's most active typhoon belt. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and typhoons are regular threats. Over 20 cyclones enter its territory each year. This constant danger has shaped a culture of resilience and community. Natural disasters are part of daily life, forging adaptability and solidarity. It's a land of beauty and power where nature's forces are ever present. In 2013, Super Typhoon Haiyan devastated the central Philippines, becoming one of history's most powerful storms. Winds over 300 kilometers per h and massive storm surges obliterated entire communities. Over 6,000 lives were lost, millions left homeless, and the world watched in shock. Yet the Filipino spirit shone. Neighbors rescued neighbors, and recovery began from the ground up. Haiyan remains a symbol of both vulnerability and resilience. The Philippines is home to 24 active volcanoes, including the iconic Taal and Mayon. Taal's eruptions can blanket cities in ash, while Mayon's perfect cone hides a volatile history. Volcanic soil draws communities to their slopes, despite the risks. Living here means balancing beauty and danger, always ready to evacuate. The fiery earth shapes both the land and the lives of its people. In the province of Pampanga, Philippines, Holy Week is a time that brings forth extreme acts of devotion, a profound display of faith that captivates and sometimes shocks the world. As part of this devotion, men engage in self-flagellation, whipping their backs, and in the most extreme demonstration, some are even nailed to crosses, emulating the suffering of Christ. These rituals, a potent mix blending indigenous beliefs and the introduced faith of Catholicism, are very public acts of penance, sacrifice, and thanksgiving, drawing large crowds and media attention. The Catholic Church, while acknowledging the faith behind these acts, officially discourages such practices, but they persist year after year, standing as powerful and visceral expressions of faith and commitment. For the participants, enduring such pain is a deeply personal vow, often made in times of personal struggle, in hope for a miracle, or in gratitude for blessings received. These acts reveal the intensity and the complex tapestry of Filipino spirituality, where faith is lived out in profound and often challenging ways. The Philippines is Asia's only predominantly Christian nation, a legacy of Spanish colonial rule. Over 90% of Filipinos are Christian, with Catholicism shaping daily life, politics, and culture. Churches and religious icons are everywhere, blending East and West. Faith is the bedrock of Filipino identity. Filipino Christianity is a vibrant fusion of Catholicism and indigenous traditions. Festivals like the Black Nazarene Procession and Sinulog blend ecstatic devotion with ancient rituals. Millions join in, expressing faith through dance, music, and communal celebration. These events are powerful affirmations of cultural identity and spiritual passion. On Valentine's Day, mass weddings unite thousands of couples across the Philippines. Known as Kasalang Bayan, these government-sponsored ceremonies make marriage accessible to all. Couples from all walks of life say "I do" together, turning a personal milestone into a public celebration. It's a joyful, practical solution that strengthens community bonds. Mass weddings remove financial barriers, granting legal recognition and social benefits to couples who might otherwise remain unmarried. This legal status protects families, secures inheritance rights, and legitimizes children. For many, the marriage certificate is a key to stability and dignity. It's a pragmatic approach to social welfare, transforming lives with a single ceremony. These mass weddings also serve as grand community events, often led by local officials. They foster goodwill, reinforce social ties, and turn bureaucracy into celebration. For participants, it's a cherished day of unity and joy. The Philippines has some of the world's strictest abortion laws, no exceptions, not even for rape or to save a mother's life. Rooted in Catholic doctrine, this forces many women into unsafe, clandestine procedures. The result is a silent public health crisis, with devastating consequences for the most vulnerable. The debate is shaped by faith, law, and the harsh realities women face. A new generation of Filipinos is challenging traditional stances on social issues, including reproductive rights. Activists, especially young women, push for a more compassionate, modern Catholicism. The passage of the reproductive health law signaled a shift, though change is gradual. The conversation is evolving as faith and modern realities collide. Corruption remains a major obstacle in the Philippines, draining billions and eroding public trust. Political dynasties and systemic graft hinder progress, but the fight for clean governance continues. Journalists, activists, and citizens demand accountability and reform. The battle against corruption is central to the nation's future. The Philippines is a land of contrasts, beauty and peril, faith and struggle, resilience and hope. Its story is written daily by over 100 million people, united by family, faith, and fiesta. To understand this nation is to embrace its complexity and spirit. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your thoughts and keep exploring the wonders of our world.